And in an absolute industry first, this is a universal account. For that $3 a month, you get access not just on your phone, but on your Sonos at home, on your Squeezebox from Logitech at home, on the web with no advertising, as we roll out other places for listening to the Pandora Everywhere experience, all included in that $3 universal account. It's available today. We're on 5 phones, including one that's less than $10 with a contract. There are millions of these phones already out there in the real world, which means you don't have to choose between Pandora or an iPod. You can have both, which we think is a really, frankly, given the iPod's position, we think is a really important dimension of this. We'll be adding 5 more phones in the next 30 days. Which means that we will have 100% coverage of all of the Sprint PowerVision handsets. So every single phone in the Sprint family will be able to tune into Pandora. So please join me now in welcoming Jeff Luther, who's the Director of Wireless Entertainment Products at Sprint and has been a fantastic partner in helping making this happen.
Thank you. I want to very much thank Tim and Tom and Joe for allowing Sprint to share the spotlight with them on this very momentous occasion for Pandora. Quite honestly, you know, when I first started this job at Sprint several months ago, the people on my team said, "We really got to do something with Pandora." And so we embarked on this with these folks really because we love the service and had the same desires, which was to take what we loved in front of the computer and have it with us wherever we went. And the one device that you pretty much always have with you is that phone. So being able to extend this great service throughout the entire nationwide Sprint network is a tremendous honor for us. We're very pleased to be able to do it with another forward thinking and acting company like Pandora. And you know, one of the things that we'll continue to do is to improve upon what is already going to be a great service. You know, I have the opportunity to see a lot of cool applications in my job, and this is one of the coolest. You all are users. It is one of those services where you start to, you turn it on, you start to use it, and you just immediately, you get it. It's not like, well, what does this button do? What do you do? I don't really know. You'll get it. So I would very much encourage you, if you are a Sprint customer, to fire this up. You know, it's very few opportunities in life to say, I'm going to spend 10 cents today and be able to get as much music as I can find that resonates with my soul. And this is what this service offers. So I want to thank you very much. And I will be available afterwards with everybody else to answer any questions you might have about the Sprint portion of this service. Thank you.
Thanks, Jeff. One of the things that's the most fun about this new platform is we get to work with these phenomenal companies who bring incredible engineering and product teams to the table to help us deliver these new everywhere solutions. Okay, let's kind of talk about the future a little bit, because there are a couple of important technologies on the horizon that I think are really interesting for Pandora. The first is this thing called municipal Wi-Fi, which has the potential to bring ubiquitous Wi-Fi coverage to urban centers. And the second thing is another kind of next generation networking technology called WiMAX, which has the potential to let us, access a high-speed network at 60 miles an hour in our car in the middle of nowhere. And now, neither of these solutions are here today, but there's tremendous investment going into both. Google and Earthlink, for example, are making a tremendous investment in municipal Wi-Fi. Sprint alone is investing over $1 billion in rolling out WiMAX services and will begin to light up cities at the end of this year. So there's lots of exciting things that are just about to happen in the wireless communication space. And there's also interesting things happening on the hardware front. Last holiday season, Microsoft shipped the Zune, interesting MP3 player that has a Wi-Fi antenna in it. And a couple months ago, SanDisk shipped this really interesting device called the Sansa Connect, which also is a Wi-Fi connected MP3 player. And as it happens, that Sansa Connect is built on technology from a company called Zing. These guys are actually just down the peninsula, and I think they're one of the most innovative and fascinating companies in Silicon Valley right now. So 3 weeks ago, I called them up. What did I have to lose? And told them about the Pandora Everywhere platform. I guess it wasn't a complete secret, like a kind of secret. And asked if they'd be interested in working with us to develop a kind of technology demo showing how Pandora could come to one of these Wi-Fi connected devices. And so they were game. And after just 3 weeks, I have something just unbelievably cool to show you. And I finally know what this pocket is for. This is a Wi-Fi connected Pandora media player prototype. And there it is up on the screen. This isn't actually the same screen, but that's the same thing you're seeing here. Now, there are lots of details that we need to work out before we can bring something like this to market, not the least of which is we need ubiquitous Wi-Fi access or some kind of next-generation network. So, this is a very cool demo, but you probably should keep in the back of the mind that, yeah, as soon as he walks out the front door of MoMA, he loses the signal and it stops playing. So very cool, but that doesn't happen with your Sprint phone, though. So at any rate, really, really cool device. I'm going to log in here. I'm connecting to the network, and there's my stations. This is taking a little more time than the one backstage is. Checking, it says. Just about there. Connected, thank God. It is a prototype after all. So I can choose from all my stations. I have this great scroll wheel. I'm going to pick maybe my Annie DeFranco station and start that playing. Oh, actually, I picked Fred Hirsch. But there I get a song. There we're getting Annie DeFranco. On here, I'm getting Fred Hirsch. And again, as with these other solutions, it's the whole Pandora experience. There you go. It's the whole Pandora experience. So I can rate songs. I can skip songs. I can pause. I can do all of that. And what's really cool about it is that the whole experience is a lot like the online experience in terms of the rich animation that it brings, in terms of the user experience. I mean, it's just a really, really gorgeous device. As I skip forward, I can scroll back to see previous songs using the scroll wheel, and I get this great animation, just like I do on the web. I mean, it's really a phenomenally refined experience for something that was just 3 weeks in the making. So, incredibly exciting potential for these kinds of connected MP3 players. And to tell you a little bit more about that, I want to invite out on stage one of the true visionaries of our industry. This is Tim Bucher, who's the CEO of Zing.